finally made it here to Road Atlanta for our big debut. And as you guys know, all my team has been working around the clock. We got here late last night, and honestly, when we got here this morning, we were running a little bit behind. This is the first weekend that me and the guys have both the cars at the racetrack, so we kind of split duties. We don't have any new team members, so I mean, the same amount of guys now working on 2 cars, which led to running a little bit late this morning. So our first session was almost a wash with the front wheel drive car. Chris really isn't too happy about that, but the guys are gonna go through and we're gonna try to sort out the bugs that we had this morning and then kind of gear up and focus a little bit on the all-wheel drive car, because we are gonna run both cars today. We'll hit the second session with the front wheel drive car, shoot for 200 miles an hour, and hope we score big.
Car flat out wasn't ready. We weren't ready in time. We didn't get the grid in time. We started out last, and when I got out there, the car was misfiring right away, and it wasn't working properly. Everything else felt fine. Brakes, chassis, everything felt good, but hell, it was misfiring at 14 pounds of boost. And this thing normally runs 45, 50 pounds of boost, so 14 pounds of boost and it's already misfiring. There's obviously a problem.
Breaking up, ignition, fuel, we're not too sure. We swapped plug wires and they wouldn't let us back out in the session. So now we're kind of scrambling. We changed a bunch of stuff. We still have the same problem. So we got to look a little deeper and try to figure it out for the next session.
Ron Mathis just got here to Road Atlanta with us, and this is the first time he's seen the all-wheel drive car in complete form. He's going to go over that car with the guys this morning and kind of get Chris acclimated with that car, because in the third session of the day, we plan on racing the all-wheel drive car.
Even though everything felt great for me, as far as transmission-wise, shifting, upshifting, downshifting, going through the course, putting power down, apparently what the guys are telling me is that they think there's an issue inside the bell housing with the stack height of the whole package, meaning the clutch, release bearing, etc., etc. So right now what the crew's doing is they're pulling the engine so they can get the engine and transmission apart, take a look inside that bell housing, and see what needs to be addressed, fixed, changed, cleaned up, whatever.
These two cars are trying to run this weekend. They kind of hate each other, so they've gotten into this little argument, and they're trying to outdo each other on the track. One's just misfiring, and the other one got mad at you misfired, so I said, well, f you, I'm gonna blow up completely. I'm gonna drop the valve, hurt the motor, break the transmission, spit out the turbo, and drag my ass end all over the track. So this one's being outdone by that one, but you know, we'll give it another shot.
Last night, James, Chris, and I went to a local dyno here in Atlanta where we figured out our problem. What we had going on was that there was an ignition switch that was breaking up and basically shut the system on and off. Our CDI was shutting on and off, and that was what was giving us the breakup problem when we were out there under load when Chris was trying to make boost yesterday. Last night on the dyno, we made it up over 45 pounds of boost. She should be good to go this morning. It's cool, humidity's down. Chris is ready to rock. We're hoping to hit something under 1:30.
Apparently the problem's fixed from yesterday. The car's like a rocket ship now. I just didn't want to go out there and do something stupid. I knew the mile an hour would be way up going into a lot of the high-speed turns. So I still was pretty conservative on my braking points this next session. I'm going to get a little more aggressive, get after it, and try to put down a really good number. Second session today was a blast. Right off the bat, we ran a 1:26.2 on the first lap. I started pushing harder on the second lap, coming onto the back straightaway. I got on the power a little soon, and she's spinning the tires so hard, she's so violent, that we're still spinning the tire at 158 mile an hour while accelerating. Front tires are on fire. You know, all the way up to 177 mile an hour where I breathe the throttle a little bit just because I need to make sure that I got enough brake to get the car woed down before I make the turn at turn 10A. We're making some changes. We're gonna change the turbo, get back out there. I think we can go faster. We're less than a second away from the overall TTR time trial track record, and that was done in cool weather, not in 100-degree heat.
guns to a knife fight.
We tried to creep into it today and be conservative because the last thing you want to do is throw the car off the track at 170 plus miles an hour. So out there in that 1 o'clock session, coming down the back straightaway, I'd pushed the braking zone back another 150 to 200 feet. The result of that was not quite having enough brake to get the car shut down, going into turn 10A, which resulted in me spinning off the track at over 100 miles an hour. We decided to call it a day, especially with Sebring coming up in 1 week. There's a lot of preparation to do. We've got a whole laundry list of things we're going to do to not only the front-wheel drive car, but especially to get this all-wheel drive car back on track.